Hey, Wiz. I'm Jackson Reddish.
And I'm Kayla Wright. Welcome to HSPN.
That's right. Many of our sports are headed into some major games as track and field heads to sectionals in a couple weeks and baseball starts state playoffs.
That's right. And we have more teams still in the peak of their regular seasons, like volleyball.
We have a lot more, so stay tuned after the intro. So this past week, we actually had our track and field team venture out to McEachern yet again to compete in regionals. Of course, as they get more in depth, the more intense these kind of meets go. So we had Ryan and Anai get some insight on the meet.
Hey Hoyas, today me and Ryan went to McEachern's track to interview some of our Harrison track athletes. Let's go.
For me, I've been sick, but other than that, it's just like hydration, being hydrated, being stretched, not being sore, not lifting day before, something like that. A lot of stuff goes into it. Like mindset's a big thing too. You gotta want to come in here and want it.
Preparing for this, a lot of hydrating and stretching and just like coming to practice every day and putting like your effort to like really be prepared.
As my season has been going on, I haven't really made the marks I wanted to. Some things I've gotten slower in or haven't jumped as far, and I've just been battling injury. So, it's been a hard season mentally. To get here and win high jump while being hurt is like a good thing for me, and I wish I can progress more, make it through sections, and contend for state.
Thank you to all our athletes who spoke to us today. Good luck at sectionals, athletes. Bye.
Listen, at Harrison, we expect the utmost from our athletes, right?
Always.
That's right, and it shows especially from this meet with region champs Jabbar Abdul-Malik in boys high jump, Natalie Harris in girls 100-meter hurdles, and Mariah Marshall in girls triple jump. Again, congrats to all our competitors, and of course, you can expect more A-list performances May 2nd at sectionals at McEachern.
Absolutely. Baseball is also headed onwards to state playoffs, but most recently the boys played a series against McEachern, which they won 3-0 and held a 4-game win streak at home. A key player to the series' clinching win was Colin White, allowing 0 runs while pitching, as well as runs from Craig Cockburner, Xavier Hill, and Ben Conley in the first game of the doubleheader. Here's Ben on the recent games.
Hey Hoyas, we are at Mark Elkins Complex at Don Shaw Field covering the last regular season games, doubleheader, Harrison versus McEachern High School.
It's a new year. We were coming back for vengeance this year. We just knew that they weren't as good as a team as they were last year, and we're a lot better than last year, so we knew we were going to take this series from the start. I just kind of told everybody, I was like, we're not having a season like last year, because everybody kind of dreaded it last year, 9-20, nobody wants to play that. Yeah, I was just kind of telling everybody we can't have a season like that last year. I got a little scared, I can't lie, but I was trying to keep my composure, and I knew we had Craig on the bump. I knew he was going to come in, he was going to shove. So I knew we were going to get the win.
Shout out to the boys for winning the game 3-2, their first one against McEachern. They won the series, punched their ticket in the playoffs a couple of days ago. We'll see them in the first round next week. This is Jackson Reddish. My partner is Jackson Briscoe. We're signing off.
The team plays again on Thursday in the first round of playoffs against Carrollton.
Carrollton. To me, I think it's so strange how Harrison recently has been playing Carrollton in the postseason in a lot of sports.
That's true.
You notice that? So, football, they played them first round. Girls soccer played them first round recently where they mercy ruled them 10-0. And now baseball. What are the odds of that happening, right?
It's crazy.
That's right. Last Wednesday, our boys golf team did outstanding again, but this time at the Westminster Invitational. Golfer Zach Light shot a 74, and other golfers like Carson Minish, Matthew Render, and Jay Thompson, all 3 shot 75, leading Harrison to a second-place finish and an overall score of 299.
Crazy good.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect, so much respect for our golf teams. Listen, I don't know about you, but I can't golf.
Me either.
So when I see these guys out here really golfing the way they do, it amazes me. I'm really in awe like that. So, you're not going to see me at any golf course, Top Golf, any of that,
Yeah, I did Top Golf once, and I did pretty bad. Our boys volleyball team played last night against both Allatoona and Sprayberry, where they played 2 very close matches, but won against Sprayberry and lost against Allatoona. Key player Jacob Johnson had both the most sets and serves in the tournament.
Last night, the boys lost a hard-fought game against Allatoona, but picked themselves up and came back to pull out the win against Sprayberry the very next game.
We knew we played at least good enough to keep Allatoona on their heels, forcing them to a third set, so that kept our energy high. And we knew Sprayberry wasn't as good as an opponent, but we couldn't just go in just like lollygagging, obviously, because they're still a team that we have to beat. So we just kept our heads high and decided we're going to lock in and just get our win and not go out here with another loss. Like, we're still a good team, even though there are some teams that right now look like they would beat us. We just got to lock in and get like certain things, work on a lot of certain things, and make sure we're strong with those going into state.
Yeah, we definitely are a team that can win state. We just really have to keep energy and not play lazy. Like, the second we start playing dead, we start losing and not playing good. But as long as we stay locked in, we can win.
With HSPN, I'm Seth Thompson.
I think they played great. So, I mean, you can only do so much against, the best team in the state. So,
True.
right, Alatoona right now ranked #1, best team in the state, and they lose very few sets. I think they've lost like 3 or 4 like all year.
Wow.
So they're really good. And for Harrison to win a set against them and nearly come out with the win is extremely impressive. I mean, if they face each other again in the future, I'm very confident in Harrison. Y'all got to trust. Right?
Yeah. We have so many sports doing great, so here's a quick rundown. Our gymnastics team competed in their state meet, which finished their season on a strong note. Boys tennis and girls soccer played in the Sweet 16 and state playoffs last night. Boys tennis won 3-2 with Morgan Fullen clinching the win in the Line 3 singles. Morgan also won Athlete of the Year at Hoya Awards last night, so definitely some big accomplishments as the team heads into the Elite 8. The girls soccer team also won last night 3-2 with 1 goal from Dylan Daniels and 2 from Caroline Shaw, and they will also advance to the Elite 8. Now here's...
So, of course, last Wednesday, I got the opportunity, me and my friends, we got to go out and see boys' first round soccer game.
Yeah.
At home, rainy game, they played East Coweta, their first round matchup. So, they were favored to win, right? And they, going into it, they had a lot on their shoulders, a lot to kind of go over in their heads, just very overwhelmed, right? And they played a hard-fought game, really. I saw them, just really play their hearts out.
Yeah.
In that game. And they lost 2-1, heartbreaking loss in the rain, and Miles Kirby had a great goal, maybe from like 30 to 25 yards away.
It's crazy.
It was crazy. It was really
good.
extreme, and it was hard to watch them kind of lose that matchup, but I know that they played a great game in the end of the season in such a great way. So shout out to the boys soccer team, and we are so happy to have y'all back again next year. We're excited for what the future holds.
Yeah. Baseball is currently 18-4 and 3rd in the region. Boys volleyball is 2-4. Boys soccer finished 7-11 and 2nd in the region. Girls soccer is 19-1 and 2nd in the region. Boys lacrosse is 7-10 and 1st in the region. Girls lacrosse is currently 7-11 and 2nd in the region. And boys tennis is 8-1 and 1st in the region.
That's the GOAT right here. You see that?
That's the GOAT.
That's the GOAT. Look at that. Appreciate Kayla for the standings.
I appreciate you, Jackson.
Thank you. And yes, this is my least favorite part of the show. Sadly, that is all we have for this week, Hoyas.
Be sure to tune in again next Wednesday and also watch Hoya Vision this Friday.
That's right. We also have an Instagram page at hspn.sports. So follow us for the coolest Harrison sports content around.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Bye, Hoyas.